Hello everybody, my name is Mammoth, and in today's video I'll be going over the newest Mezco 112 collective exclusives and reveals from their RumbleCon 2024 event. Up first we have Woodford, which is an assistant frog for Doc Nocturnal, who also happens to be an expert in hand-to-hand combat and weaponry. He's basically a frog butler that's also really good at gun fu. He's basically a frog version of John Wick, is what I interpreted him as. And that thing on his neck is a voice box, so he can speak English and possibly other languages as well. The little socket in his mouth, I think, is going to be able to hold a cigarette or a cigar accessory. And I think he's going to come with two head sculpts, one with that neutral look and the other with that angry look where he's kicking the mummy. And speaking of the mummy, let's talk more about it. I do think they're going to make mummy figures because this is not the first time we've seen them. We've seen the mummy figures in other posts as well. And I do think they're probably going to make it a 2-pack or potentially a 3-pack, maybe even potentially a 4-pack. I'm kind of hoping it's a 4-pack, 4 mummies to go with your Doc Nocturnal, your Decapod gang, or your Mr. Woodford figure would look really cool on your shelf or display, or for pictures too, even stop motion if that's something you're into. I personally am getting the Popeye, and I want to get the Louis figure here, which is what we'll talk about in a second, to do a stop motion idea I've had. Uh, to be honest, out of all the reveals, Louis and Mr. Woodford is what I'm most excited for. I don't really care about this Gomez figure. I don't really care about the Tangerine figure. I don't hate them. I don't know who the Tangerine figure is, to be honest. I just don't know what she's based on. She is cool, though. I like her gold katana and guns and stuff. Just not my type of figure, because I just don't know what she's from. I do like the Gomez. I'm thinking of potentially getting him. I like the design of him and stuff. I just don't really know if he's for me. Comparing to Louis and Woodford, those are kind of more my type of figures because they're goofy and cool all at the same time, if that makes sense, which I like. I like cool, interesting, and or kind of goofy figures. I also do like the other members of the Decapod gang. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I actually just waitlisted those today if anyone wants to cancel their pre-orders so I can get them because I don't want to pay the aftermarket prices on eBay because I checked today and oof, there are some not fun collectors on eBay trying to sell their stuff that they just got from Comic-Con, that's for sure. Anyways, let's talk more about the figures here. We also have Doc Nocturnal's car, which I'm excited for. I really like that car. I don't know if they'll do the car from the Decapod stop motion. I'm assuming they will, but I think Doc Nocturnal's was kind of a slam for them, because everyone thought it was like, oh, that's so cool. So I think that's why they went with his instead of the Decapod car, because Doc Nocturnal's car just had much more presence to it. It looked cooler in the animation. I personally thought it was a lot cooler than the Decapod car. I didn't hate the Decapod car. In a dream world, I would love both those cars, but Doc Nocturnal's car was like kind of a no-brainer, I think, for them. And we have, oh, I forgot another one. I forget his first name, but his last name is literally Gangrene. He's like this monster prisoner dude. I personally think he's cool. I like his fur coat look. I do think he's pretty cool. He's another one that I'm like meh on, but one that I might pick up later down the line when he comes out, because I have no idea when these figures will actually be available for pre-order. Uh, I think maybe in like a few weeks will be available, some of them, a few months for others. Some might be later next year. Up next, we have Thor based on his comic book appearance. I don't hate this Thor, I don't love him, and I most likely won't be getting him. I'm just not a fan of how his face looks. Up next, we have Conan with war paint. Don't hate it, don't love it. Another one I'm probably not going to be getting. Up next, we have Samurai Jack. Samurai Jack is a cool character. I just never got into the show, and he's another figure I most likely we won't be getting. Doc Savage. I'll be honest, I have no clue who he is. He looks cool. He's a figure I'm curious of learning more of what he's from and waiting to see accessories he'll come with because he does look like a cool character. Like, I really like his design. I just need to learn and watch or read whatever he's from to be like, yeah, he's cool. I like him. Because I don't want to get a figure based on just like, oh yeah, he looks cool, get it. Read what it's from and be like, not for me, right? And then you just spent like $100 to $200 on the figure of a character that you're just like, nah. And then you're stuck trying to sell it. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video, shorter video today. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.